Hi, this is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 114433, and I am bringing you this new pick a card reading. This one, we're going to talk about anger issues. So, we all have problems every once in a while where we just absolutely, no matter how much we're trying to go through awakening and enlightenment, we're still human. We still have those anger issues. We still have those things that just really just like, you want to cry. So, that's what this pick a card reading is about. Do remember that if you need a personal reading, you can contact me at moongoddess114433 at gmail.com. All information should be down in the description box. My turnaround time is about 24 to 48 hours. I try to get them out as soon as possible. So you have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Do know if you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to get these moved out of the way and get started. Okay, for pile number 1, those of you that picked this fossil, okay, let's look at your anger issues. You have the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, the Seven of Wands, creative writing, and the Wyvern. I think I'm saying that right. Okay, let's look at this. So, first of all, let's look at what is causing your anger issues. So, you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is someone who is creative. They're very focused. They're very fiery and passionate, okay? So, I'm getting a real sense of being frustrated more with yourself than any other kind of like outside force. We do have creative writing down here, so it may have to do with something that you're trying to get off the ground. Maybe you're trying to write a book and you're just like at that stage, every once in a while you have writer's block and you're like, oh, you may be, I'm hearing that some of you may be trying to design your own tarot deck. And you're like, okay, I just don't know what I want to use for each one, or like how do I want to draw this out? How do I want to design my cards? It's more of a creative frustration for you. Okay. Then you have the High Priestess. So it's like the reason why it's affecting you so greatly is because it's like you're hearing your inner voice, your intuition pushing you and drawing you to be more creative, to follow your inner voice, and to be able to release things through creativity. How can you come to terms with your anger? Well, first of all, you need to realize that there is an open path there. You're not surrounded. You're not, you're not entrapped. You're going to have to step away from it for a little bit. As much as you really want to hurry up and get it done, you're being pushed. You feel pushed, by your intuition, like, I really need to do this. Sometimes you have to step away and start doing something else. For example, if you're trying to write a book or write poetry and you have writer's block and you're really focused, or even if you're working on a grimoire or a book of shadows and you're at that point where you're like, okay, I don't know where I want to go next. You're like, all of a sudden it's just like blank. So, you know what? get away from the desk. Go outside. You know, throw the ball with your grandkids or your kids. Go to the lake. You know, get out and do something so you're not thinking and focused on this creative endeavor that you're working on. You know, you do have the creative writing. When you're doing these things, you know, lots of times, like, for example, when you're writing a book or when you're working on something creative, you'll get these thoughts out of nowhere. Like, you can wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, oh, that'd be a great insert. And, okay, I'll write that down when I get up. No, don't go back to sleep and write it down later. Get up and write it down right then. Keep a journal by your bed. Keep a journal in your purse or your backpack or with your stuff at your desk, or, you know, just keep little journals everywhere. So when you get that moment of inspiration, you can write it down right then, okay? You can always go back to it later. Then how best can you put this advice into action? Just know that when you write it down, it's going to be kept safe. You know, it says your secrets are safe, but I'm just really getting a sense of, if you write it down, when you get the inspiration, when you get that thought, when you get that spark, then it's going to be safe. You're not going to forget it later. You know, you'll be able to go back through your little booklets and like, yes, this is where I want to go with my story. You know, this is what I want to do with my tarot deck that I'm designing. This is what I want to express in my creative whatever you're doing. Okay. Sorry if you hear family in the background. I do have family over. Anyways, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Moving on to those that picked pile 2. Okay, with this is like off of like a meteor, whatever. So, I was going to remind you that if you do need a personal reading, you can always reach out to me at moongoddess114433@gmail.com. Information should be in the description box. So let's look at what your anger issue is. So we have the Magician. Then we have the Chariot. Then we have the 2 of Swords. Come in here, my daughter. Oh, take that off. Hold on. Just a minute, y'all. My oldest is in here. She's magical like her mother. Ooh, look what she brought. Oh my God, I want that.
You can't have it. I did find you a crystal ball online, though.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. It's probably expensive as...
No, it's not.
Look at that. No, I want this.
No,
Look
you
at
can't
that.
have that. Jumbo got it for me.
Look at that claw. That claw.
He found it out in the yard somewhere and brought it to me.
Oh, wow. Look at him go.
Yeah. I know, right?
You should bring River in here and let him say hi to everybody.
Okay. Mom's feeding him, though.
Clairvoyance.
What cards do you know?
The Serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. I've given you enough cards. Go on.
Actually, serpent is really good thing because
I need my cards.
Like a snake is actually a good thing to be in, like your spirit animal or spirit totem or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're very smart, very...
You listen to my magical daughter.
They transform. It means there's a transformation coming or happening right now.
Isn't that amazing? We're talking about anger issues.
I've got those.
Okay, so let's look and see what is causing your anger. So we have the Magician, and with the Magician, the Magician is someone who manifests things. So you are trying to manifest either abundance, prosperity, there's something that you really want in the background. For some of you, I see these shadows holding hands. So for some of you, you're wanting to manifest your love life. For others of you, they do have, you got the wands and the coins, the cup of love, the swords. So it's representing all of them here. For some of you, that's love you're trying to manifest. For others of you, it's abundance. For some of you, it's communication, and so forth and so on. But you are trying to manifest things. And it's like you're getting so aggravated because it's like, come on. Because you're really wanting to get it on the ball. You're really, that's why you're getting so aggravated, because you're like ready for it to get to the move on. You're like, come on, it's time for it to, I want to see feedback in this. I don't want to be at a standstill. I don't want to be in a rut. I want this to go forward. It's time for it to push forth. But you kind of feel like you're in a standstill. Okay, so how can you come to terms with this? Well, when you have the Two of Swords, that's like saying, okay, what I'm hearing is, for some of you, you need to study the law of attraction. The more you're pushing forward for this to happen, the farther away it's going to go, okay? With the law of attraction, the thing is, first of all, you have to remember that you have to walk in abundance. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, don't do it in the form of lack. The form of lack is like wording like, oh, I wish my significant other would propose to me. No, that's in lack. That's like saying you don't have it, so it's not going to happen. And that's all the universe hears, is that you don't have it. They don't hear wishes. They're not a genie in a bottle. The universe is not a genie. And so you have to walk in the form of abundance. Speak to the universe. That's my spouse. Or money flows to me freely. Not, oh, I hope my paycheck comes a day early, or I hope I get a little extra on my check, or I get some tips today because I really got to pay this electric bill, or where am I going to find the money for this? No. The more you push, the more it pushes against you. So you've got to remember, put your abundance out there. Put your walk in abundance. Put the walk to your talk, and then drop it. Let the universe give it to you. Don't keep pushing back and forth, because it's like it leaves you in that standstill and nothing's getting done. Okay? If you push forth lack, the universe gives you lack. Just remember that. And then how can you move past the aggravation and the anger? Have clairvoyance. This Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. But what I'm really looking at isn't so much the words. It's this. You see all these, it lines up with the chakras. It's so beautiful. It's just all the lights of the chakras are in there. And if you just listen to your intuition, if you follow that inner voice and walk in abundance and just let it go. With the serpent, it says, be sly and subtle approaches me. Let it go. I hear that Frozen song in my head. But that's because my granddaughter is over here. But as she would say with the Frozen song, let it go. Anyways, that's the best way to put what you're trying to achieve in action. To allow yourself to manifest, you're going to have to research the law of attraction. Read the book, The Secret. Okay? I hope that resonated. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Sorry about the interruption with my daughter. But my family comes first, so. Okay. For those of you that picked option 3 with the black kyanite is amazing for clearing negativity, which is, this is actually one of my favorite stones. Also, remember, if you need a personal reading, you can contact me at moongoddess114433@gmail.com, and we will get you set up. The information should be in the description box. Now let's look at what is your anger issue. So we have the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Empress, Divine Order, Passion, the Talisman, and the Chalice. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's look at what's causing your anger issues. You have the 6 of Cups. So it's like you're being pulled to and fro. It's like you're on a puppet on a string. Now, the 6 of Cups usually represents the past. So a past love, or, also represents reunion. And I'm really taking it more towards the reunion, because it is followed by the 4 of Wands, which to me is an 11-11 card. You got the 2 wands here, the 2 wands here. They're connected. They got the ivy wrapped around them, which represents hand fasting, which again represents union, marriage, celebration. So you want this reunion with the person you most desire. But it's gotten to where sometimes it feels like you're a puppet on a string, because you have your good moments, you have your bad moments. Sometimes you feel like everything is coming together, and there's other times where you feel like you're just being used, you're not appreciated, and it's just, maybe for some of you, I'm hearing just maybe being used for sex. And that's not what you want. You want something more meaningful. It affects you so greatly because this is what you really want. You want it to move forward. You want it the next step, whether for you that is just being acknowledged as the significant other, or if that means for you to get engaged, or for some of you to actually set the date. You want to actually go forward with this connection. And for those of you that picked this pile 3, I think a lot of your frustration is set around soul connections, a romantic type of soul connection. You also have the Empress. The Empress is very fertile. She's very abundant. She is the queen of all queens. She represents the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. She has it all, and she is it all. Okay? So, how can you come to terms with this? Step into your Empress energy. Step into your sovereignty. Walk in your sovereignty. Stop giving in to depression and the woe me's. Do know this is going to, this is divine order. Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Wow. I mean, just wow. Look at that. She's holding the scales in her hands. That's like you're having to. You can't come into union until you come into balance. Okay, and to come into balance, you're going to have to look past what everything appears to be. For example, we live in a 3D illusion world. If you know, for example, that you are two bodies sharing one soul, I'm not going to put the label on that because we're moving past that right now. So, if you know this represents you, you know that whatever this world is showing you, first of all, you make your own reality. Okay, keep that in mind. So you gotta look past what it looks like this world is and realize what it really is by listening to your intuition. Okay. Passion. Archangel Haniel. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a beautiful card. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Follow that intuition. Listen to that inner voice. Trust in what you know is true. Okay? The Talisman. You are destined to succeed. And it's followed by the Chalice. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. Do keep in mind that the cups, when it comes to tarot and oracle cards, has to do with love. So when I see this card, it represents like an overflowing ace of cups to me. You're destined for reunion. You're destined for this to happen. Step into your sovereignty. Maybe you need to do some breath work. Maybe you need to release expectations because and know that you're already in union in the 5D. Okay? You're just waiting for it to manifest in the 3D. So know that you're already destined to have this passion, this union, this love. You're destined. You're the Empress or the Emperor. Take it how it resonates. So, I hope this helped you. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. This was Billie Joe with Moon Goddess 114433. Y'all have a great day.